Welcome to another episode of my podcast. Today we're joined by marketing genius Neeraj Chaturvedi. He has over 2 decades of experience from startups to multinational corporations and India and a global scale. So, Neeraj, it's great to have you here.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Let's start. What does digital marketing actually involve? What does a day in the life look like?
Okay, so things have changed quite a bit. So I'll give you a bit of history.
Alright.
So when we started, like when I started in digital marketing, it involved a lot of grunt work. You had to figure out keywords. You had to figure out, what works, what doesn't work. You had to manually control campaigns. Now, a day in the life of a digital marketer revolves a lot around content. What sort of ads you're putting out there, and it revolves around how are you optimizing your campaigns, because a large part of the grunt work is being done by publishers like Facebook and Google. So it's different. And the other part of sort of marketing, digital marketing is a lot to do with data crunching, analytics, understanding what is happening. So
That's good because I have a personal interest in data science. I think
Okay.
could relate to that.
So it's not data science, I just want to clarify, but it's you understanding therefore how your campaigns are going, what the conversion rates are, and just having a numbers mind. That definitely helps.
So, how do you think
Also,
AI is
so
changing?
AI is the latest one. So it has changed. I mean, I started in traditional marketing. So, the rules of marketing remain the same, but the tools have changed, right? So with AI now, I think is the next level of change. But I just want to tell you that it's not as if AI or machine learning was not there. The last 4-5 years, when you look at publishers like Facebook and Google, they're using machine learning, and which is pretty much a purpose-built AI. So they've been using that to optimize campaigns. So I think the step change now which is happening is a lot of content is going to be made by AI, right?
Okay.
And then that sort of leads to another level of optimization, because earlier, I mean, given the constraints of a marketing team and cost, maybe you had, if you were lucky, 2 creatives per campaign.
Okay.
Right now, honestly, you can, and when I say creatives, it doesn't need to, be like a major change, but even a small change can change your conversions or CTRs, right? So now you can have sort of, multiple, if not infinite, number of creatives. AI sort of, at this point of time is already optimizing your campaigns, which means, what campaign gives you better results for your objective. So let's take a Facebook campaign, or a Google campaign. I can optimize for conversion, so whatever my conversion event is, whether it's a lead or, buying something, so I can do that. Or I can optimize for, get people onto my site. I mean, 2 years back, we were using Gen AI for content at, the last company I was with. So Gen AI definitely is there. I mean, it makes things so much easier. Let me just give you an example. The last company I had, we were in 6 GCC countries. Okay, so any ad, one needed to be in English and Arabic. Okay, so that's sort of 2 creatives for one ad, and then it had 6 price points, so that makes it 12 creatives, right? Now multiply that with the number of campaigns we did, it's a whole bunch of creatives. Now with AI, it just becomes so much simpler, right? Because all the conversions will happen. Of course, I mean, look at the workflow here. So designer will need to make that. He will need to then sort of get the price points and the conversions in. Then it will need to get sort of, if there are any regional customizations you have to do on the ad, that all that you can actually theoretically, and some companies are doing that, make on AI. So
Alright.
so that really helps.
Now, so recently, other than just small changes on video, maybe text, there's proper bots like Google's VO3. They can generate a proper video, 10-15 seconds, like just a prompt.
So currently I'm sort of a co-founder in a startup which is working on AI optimization.
Right.
Now what we are doing is some of the things are pretty fantastic. If you have a product and if you have a URL, you just put in the URL and a video gets created by AI.
Wow.
So which is part one, and we are sort of focusing on video. The second is that, if I had your shot, like, you and I have a couple of photos of you, or in your product you have a couple of photos of the person, it'll convert that into a video, and we call it avatar, and that avatar video will deliver the message instead of the message. Normal AI videos, you have the message in the background and there's a voice which is saying it. But if I give the AI the voice sample and the image, it'll
Make
convert
it look a little bit natural.
and it'll convert a photo into a video.
That's pretty
So,
cool. Yeah.
so that's not only cool. I mean, look at the cost.
2 pictures, 4 pictures, and
We'll create it.
commercial.
Yeah,
Wow.
we'll create it. So the cost of making content goes down. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
and ease of doing it is. I mean, it's becoming much easier, right?
It's much easier doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so theoretically, someone could do this like on their own, a whole TV commercials, and I think that ties into like influencers. I've seen some influencers using their phones and that's it to make very, very good quality videos, super long videos.
Yeah.
How do you think that's gonna?
Okay, so I'll break it into 2 parts. So yes, it's become easier. Okay, some influencers have the creative talent to actually make good videos, right? I don't think AI will sort of completely replace that, but in the business, it suddenly makes a step change. So, when we were handling influencers for a fashion brand that I work for, the influencers in this region specifically, one for fashion, a large percentage of business comes from influencers, right? Now they simply don't have the time to make very good content, across multiple campaigns which they're doing. AI tool like this absolutely helps them. So it helps them personalize it while keeping it fresh. So yeah, it'll help. It helps the digital marketer. Now, if I can take one and I can multiply it into 80 using AI, that guy's job is done. And why he wants 80 videos is because different segments have different conversion rates for a video in a different setting. That's the optimization which is happening in the back end now. So it helps. So it definitely helps content creators.
How is one, like a kid, somebody my age, supposed to get into this field? How do we get ahead of the curve?
Sure. So I would say that, there is enough on the internet. So don't wait for anyone, is my first thing. So, so if you want to create content, there's enough blogs and tutorials, etc. I mean, this cat person I told you about has a tutorial for $7 or something. It teaches you how to make, cat videos. Yeah, cat videos, right? So I'm saying there's enough there for you to pick it up on your own. Okay. Use the GPTs extensively. Now you'll find the GPTs have started publishing agents as well. So I haven't seen the latest, but ChatGPT has about 10 agents which they have done. So
So if you get ChatGPT 4+, I think
that's correct. So
you have multiple agents.
You have multiple agents which are purpose built, right?
Yeah.
So which are purpose built can give you an example of not really creative content, but purpose built AI. A friend of mine, she runs a HR firm. And they wanted to, so the normal so it's a recruitment firm. So normally you get new people, your employees, you need to train them, right? So normal training was that, somebody would sit across a trainer and say, you need to call like this, etc. Her nephew, sort of using ChatGPT and agents from ChatGPT, built a module, and he's barely out of college, okay? So he built a module which simply you call and the AI takes the personality of the person you're supposed to call in training, and it monitors the call, it evaluates the call, and it tells you, whether you, so let's say your factors are empathy, clarity, did you build a connect with the person, etc. It rates you on that and gives you feedback.
Wow.
So now, training has become self-training, okay? And it's become so much cheaper and faster to train, and you can do it on your own time. So
wow, yeah. You don't need another person.
And this is, I'm talking a year and a half back, and then now the agents, there are multiple agents you can work with. So, and I'm saying, just I don't even think you should start with doing a course. Doing a course is something you can do later, but right now just go through the net, get your interest. You want to do something like that, there'll be enough tutorials out there to help you start off. Okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool. The AI call assistant, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the guy just made it, like, it didn't take him too long.
And I'm pretty sure he used the AI to help him make another AI.
Yeah. So the AI agents are more purpose-built, and you use the GPTs of the world to give you the output to any objective which you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So tell us a little bit about influencers, how they're changing the field, and one very big myth about influencers, which you can like bust today.
Okay, so I'll start with the myth. Okay, so the biggest problem we have as marketers, and I'll speak specifically for this region, is that we don't know if a person who's bought using an influencer code is actually got influenced, or was the person a code hunter anyways. Mostly it is videos, and nobody really, and you'll have a link and you can track the link, but nobody clicks on the link. I mean, if you're watching TikTok or Insta, you're going to watch it and you'll move on to the next reel. You're not going to click on the link. So we hardly get any clicks on the link. So we don't know really if the traffic came because the person sort of already was direct on to my brand. Tomorrow, like, you can't be checking everything. Somebody just might use Shah Rukh Khan to endorse something in some remote corner of India, right? Which is not Shah Rukh Khan, it is all AI generated.
Shah Rukh Khan might not like that.
No, he should not like that. And so that is to endorse an ad. What if it is to endorse some social or some political issue, which is inflammatory, right? So I think copyright and copyright controls are hugely important.
They need to be strengthened now with AI.
Yeah, with AI, because things can seriously go wrong.
Spiral out of control.
Yeah, can. I mean, look at it another way. If somebody sort of used AI to extort or to say that you're I think it's an issue. And I think a lot of people all over the world are working on, therefore, legislation to look at how AI, any tool is good or bad, but how does AI kind of help?
Okay, so now that AI is like rapidly changing the scene, do you think that, with AI coming and, changing everything, will it replace the human touch and the human element which storytelling does and media marketing does?
Unfortunately, I think it will.
Okay.
And I say it unfortunately because so let's understand how AI is sort of doing this content, right? It is being trained by millions of content which humans have written, right? So to that extent, it is the element which is there is human already, because the source material was human. Okay, but I think unfortunately there will be some level of standardization which will come in, because that's the way it will get trained. And yeah, I think there will be AI and there will be a loss of human touch in some amount of storytelling. And when I say storytelling, I'm talking more commercial content, what you write, and books and authors and fiction. I think that fertile imagination and that beauty of storytelling, that still might be some time away, but I don't see it as improbable that AI will be able to replicate that as well, because it started replicating art. Which is all emotions and sensibilities. The earliest AIs were a set of rules. Okay, now it is basically learning, and then the AI sort of machine learning in a way works from that experience set. Okay, so it's already making art. So yeah, there will be a loss of human touch in content as well.
So have you ever had something go viral for the wrong reasons?
Yeah, so in a way, wrong or right reasons. So we had this big concert, and we are really tired, but we were called back into office on Sunday, right? Because the company was tying up with this really big guy, and I can't name him. Okay, but really big guy, a Britisher. Okay, so the whole idea was that the guy is going to ride a horse, and pretty much like Indian marriage, he'll be the dulha, and then he's going to walk in.
Okay.
And he's going to sort of do the varmala onto the CEO of our company, and then show the partnership and all, and strength of it. So I wasn't directly involved, but I was called in. So I just asked that what kind of music, because I was in a music station, is going to we played for the horse. So I was told that, well, it'll be hip hop and something cool. So I said, well, Indian horses haven't heard hip hop. So what if he bolts? And you know, our main sort of CEO of a large British corporation falls down and gets hurt. So all night, the horse was made to hear hip hop, to be ready for it. And like, it didn't go viral so much externally. I mean, of course, the entire event went viral, but internally that was the joke, because that horse had heard hip hop all night and then was, you know, taken for this marriage ceremony. So yeah, that was really funny. Yeah.
All right. So I think this was amazing. You've told us lots of stories, you know, given us lots of valuable insights, and it was amazing to have you on our podcast.
No, thank you. I mean, same here. And best of luck. And like I said, AI, just go in and learn. There's enough content on.
Don't need to wait for nobody. Yeah.
Don't have to wait for anybody. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Pleasure.